This is a special called meeting of the United Independent School Board of Trustees. The date is February the 17th, 2014. The time is now 6:02 p.m. and I call this meeting to order. Item number one, roll call and quorum. Would you please help us out with that, Mr. Rodriguez?
Sure. Javier Montemayor. Present. Ricardo Molina.
Present.
Judd Gilpin.
Present.
Juan Roberto Ramirez.
Present.
Ramiro Vélez III.
Present.
Ricardo Rodriguez. We have a quorum, sir.
Thank you very much. Let the record show that this meeting has been duly called and that a notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551. Moving on to item number 3, Pledge of Allegiance. Everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance in a moment of silence. Please be seated. All right, moving on to item number 4. The board will now adjourn into closed session pursuant to section 551.071. And we will reconvene in approximately, I think, 1 hour? 30 minutes?
15 minutes.
Okay. All right, say 15 to 30 minutes then. The time is now 6:41 p.m. We are reconvened from executive session. Our first item will be item A, qualifications number 2014-005.
Is that number 5?
It's 5A, yes.
I move to approve RFQ 2014-005 for 4th, 9th grade schools to Line Decker Construction Incorporated in association with Bluger Architects and Frank Architects as recommended.
All right, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
We move to reject.
Well, we have to finish this one first. Do we have a motion? And then do we have a second?
Second.
All right, so we have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
You do have a motion to reject, so there needs to be, that's a second motion, Mr. Rodriguez's motion. So is there a second to that motion?
I was unaware that you could have a motion on top of a motion. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
His second motion is always taken up first. So
Okay.
Mr. Rodriguez's
Pardon me.
motion, he would need
All
a
right.
second.
Very good. So your second is not applicable yet?
Well,
So we-
actually it is. His second is already applicable, but Mr. Rodriguez's motion needs a second in order for it to be part of,
Okay, so we need 2 seconds.
right.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Okay.
Need a second.
So we have a motion over here, and your second was to this motion, okay? And then we have a motion to reject. Basically, it's a counter motion. Do we have a second for that?
Second.
Okay, so we have we
The second-
vote on the first motion first.
No, actually, the secondary motion is the one that's taken up first,
Okay.
which is Mr. Rodriguez's motion.
Okay, so the motion that we're voting on is to reject proposal number 2014-005. All those in favor of rejecting that qualification number 2014-005, please raise your hand. All right, we have 3 in favor of rejecting that motion. All those in favor of against rejecting that, please raise your hand. Okay, so.
So the motion fails, so you go down now to Mr. Montemayor's motion.
Thank you. Okay. So now this is the motion to approve 2014-005. All those in favor of approving 2014-005, please raise your hand. Okay, so that's the motion in favor of. All those against that motion, please raise your hand. Okay.
So the motion fails, that
Flip a coin or what?
RFQ is not accepted, and we can either bring it back to the board when there's a 7th board member present.
Okay.
To discuss that and consider it again.
All right, thank you. All right, moving on to 5B. this is going to be a qualifications for number 2014-003.
I make a motion to approve RFQ 2014-003, Design Build Services Contracts for 3 middle schools to Line Decker Construction Incorporated in association with Munoz and Company, Sepulveda Architects, and Cavazos Architects as recommended.
All right, do we have a second?
Second.
All righty, any discussion? All those in favor? All right, the item passes. Going on to 5C, this is the qualifications for number 2014-001.
I move to approve RFQ 2014-001, Design Build Service Contract for 7 elementary schools to Land Decker Construction Incorporated in association with architects, what is? JA?
JHS
Architects
Incorporated.
Metaform Studio Architects Incorporated as recommended.
Make a motion to approve.
Okay, so
Second.
there's a motion and a second. And is there any discussion? All those in favor? All right, so the item passes. And then 5D, do you want to do that one, or would you like to table that one?
The prioritization, I think right now, since, you know, it's, the first project was not, we probably have to table it.
Table that, yes.
Okay,
And
motion to table, do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
No.
All those in favor? All right, that item's tabled. And we have a item, we're moving on to item number 6 now, 6A.
we'd like to also table that one, Mr. Gilman.
Okay, very good.
Uh,
Motion to table?
Second.
All right, any discussion? All those in favor? All right, very good.
Mr. Gilman, we're looking at calling a special call meeting on March the 4th to
Okay.
be able to start looking at CM at risk items that we have. We'll probably space it in 2 meetings, but we're looking at March the 4th, if it's okay with the board.
Would you like to bring that item back at this time? The item that's, I guess,
The board, yes,
stalled?
on
Would that be
March 4th.
logical?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we'll bring
So-
that back.
So that item will come back?
CM at risk.
Mr. Santos, is that a Tuesday?
Yes, sir.
That might be difficult for some board members, election day.
Okay. Let me look at the calendar, and then tomorrow we'll notify the board.
All right.
That
Thank-
week we need to look at.
Thank you, Mr. Santos.
Thank you.
All right, that takes us to item number 7, adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
All right, we're adjourned.